Right, Erica, Mercado was physically shaking throughout most of this hearing. He actually cried after pleading not guilty. But the decision about whether or not he will be detained, that was not made today. That will be made at a hearing next week.
The grand jury indictment charges Alexander Iniguez Mercado with obstruction of justice. He appeared before Judge Gabriel Fuentes with restraints around his ankles late this afternoon. The charging documents say he was an administrator and member of signal messaging groups that included members who appeared to communicate with others about the planning of a violent attack targeting the UFC event at the White House on June 14th. The day before the UFC event, an FBI special agent called Mercado to discuss the online threats against the event. Mercado allegedly denied any plans to travel to Washington and refused to meet with the agent. Then he uninstalled the Signal app on his phone, which deleted the data related to those messages. Prosecutors said that as an administrator of the group, he was recruiting others, and when he was contacted by the FBI, he reached out to other members of the group, including a high-ranking member who still remains at large. He is the 8th individual charged in connection with planning of the violent attack. The Justice Department says organizers intended to target President Donald Trump, Vice President J.D. Vance, and other officials at the event by flying drones over the audience, detonating explosives above, and then shooting the crowd as they tried to escape.
It was unique due to the numbers involved, the level of planning involved.
Now, Mercado's attorney said this was not a group about terrorism, not a group about the White House. He said it was about survivalism and camping, and that based on his reading of the indictment, his client, quote, freaked and then deleted the Signal app. Now, Mercado was arrested last year on domestic battery charges, but those charges were dropped soon after they were brought. Now, as for this charge, the obstruction of justice charge, it is punishable by up to 20 years in federal prison. Reporting live at Dirksen, Megan DeMar, CBS News Chicago investigators.
All right.